Here's a hard truth almost nobody will say out loud. Your salary will never make you rich. Not because you don't work hard enough. You probably work harder than the people who are rich. It's because you were handed the wrong tool for the job, and no one ever showed you the math. The people who get rich aren't smarter than you. They just understand one difference. The difference between a line and a curve. Let me show you. Your salary is a line. You trade hours for money. Work more hours, earn more money. Get a raise, and the line tilts up a little. But it's still a line. It only ever climbs at the speed you climb, and there's a ceiling built into it that you can't argue your way out of. There are only 24 hours in a day. You can become the best paid version of yourself and still hit the wall, because a line has a limit. And every dollar you earn this way, you have to show up and earn again tomorrow. Stop showing up, and the money stops with you. That's not wealth. That's a very comfortable treadmill. Now, here's the part they never teach you. Money can grow a second way, not in a line, in a curve. When you own an asset, a share of a business, an index fund, it earns a return. And next year, that return earns its own return, and that one earns another. This is compounding, and it is the most powerful force you will ever have on your side, because it's exponential. Let me make it real. Put $10,000 a year into an index fund, returning 8%. No genius stock picks, no timing the market. After 30 years, you have personally put in $300,000. But the account? $1.1 million. Read that again. You put in $300,000. You ended with over $1 million. So where did the other $800,000 come from? You didn't earn it. Your money earned it while you slept, on repeat, for 30 years. That is the curve. And a curve, given enough time, will always beat a line. So here's the quiet secret of almost every wealthy person. They don't fight for a bigger salary. They fight to own more of the curve. The median household keeps almost everything it has in one place. Income, a line. The wealthy keep it somewhere else. Assets, a curve. Same starting line, wildly different endings. And the system quietly rewards the curve twice because of taxes. Work for a wage and it's taxed the moment you earn it, at the highest rates. Own an asset and the growth isn't taxed until you sell it, so it compounds, untouched, for years. The system isn't hiding this from you. It's just written in a language nobody translated for you. Math. So what do you do about it? You do the one thing that turns a line into a curve. You take a slice of the line, your salary, and you convert it into the curve. Every dollar you invest is a dollar that quits its day job and goes to work for you, forever. And before you say, I can't invest $10,000 a year, you don't have to. $200 a month, same 8%, over 40 years, becomes about $620,000. From just $96,000 of your own money. You don't need a bigger salary to start. You need to move even a small piece of the one you have, from the line to the curve. And then give the curve the one thing it's starving for: time. Because here's the cruel, beautiful part of the math. The curve is slow at first. For years, it barely beats the line. That's the test. That's exactly where most people quit, right before the curve wakes up. There's even a rule for how fast it moves. The rule of 72. At 8%, your money doubles every 9 years. Then it doubles again, then again. Start early and time does the heavy lifting. Start late and you'll spend the rest of your life trying to outwork exponential growth. You can't. Now, you might be thinking that 8% is a nice round number in a nice clean example. Does this actually happen in the real world? Let's look at the receipts. Real markets, real data. The last 20 years. $10,000, left completely alone for 20 years in 5 of the world's biggest stock markets. In America's tech-heavy NASDAQ 100, it became $187,000, nearly 19 times your money. In the S&P 500, the 500 biggest American companies, $58,000, and with dividends reinvested through a real index fund, closer to $85,000. In India's NIFTY 50, $48,000. The curve is real. It is not a trick of the math. It happened, market after market, to anyone patient enough to sit still. But here's the part the get-rich channels will never show you. In Japan's Nikkei, that same 10,000 grew to just 43,000. And if you had bought at its 1989 peak, you'd have waited more than 30 years just to break even. And China's Shanghai index? 10,000 became 24,000, the same 20 years, the same just invest advice, 8 times less money. Simply because of which market and when. That's the truth compounding won't tell you on its own. The curve is powerful, but it is not a promise. Which country, which decade, it matters enormously. So what does an honest person do with that? You stop trying to guess the winner. You own all of them. A single global index fund, every major market on Earth, in one fund, earned about 9% over those same 20 years. 10,000 into 46,000, not the highest number on the screen. But you never had to bet your future on being right about one country. You just had to own the whole curve. And wait, so no, your salary will never make you rich. But it was never supposed to. Your salary buys your life. Assets buy your freedom. The line pays the bills. The curve sets you free. The rich just figured out the difference. Now you have too. And the only question left is the one the math has been asking you this whole time. How much of your line are you finally going to turn into a curve?